Scout summer camp or church camp?
You went to so many different camps, man. Look, you're happy.
Well, I went to Boy Scout camp as a Boy Scout. I worked at a church camp. I didn't actually go to the church camp as a camper. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. Here's my question. Why do you think I never went to summer camp?
No, your mama just probably didn't think it was a very good thing to do. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't go to summer camp because I couldn't spend the night anywhere without freaking out.
Well, that's true.
I didn't like people telling me when to pee, when to poo, when to go to sleep, when to wake up.
I know how hard it was just to go to get. I remember how hard it was to get you to go to the 6th grade retreat at Episcopal. Yeah. I had to agree to be on the staff to go out there so you would go. I remember that.
That's right. So maybe we could talk about that. But do me a favor, because I'm sure all of
I had Timber cheese in my cabinet.
But let me preface that. Before you say anybody, you could say Timocheese because he was my bully, so we can use his mean nickname because he was a horrible bully to me. I'm still going through years and years of Christmas cactus therapy to get rid of his negative energy. But do me a favor, try not to say anybody's first and last names together because they're probably all lawyers by now, or if they're not lawyers, they are wealthy enough to pay for the best lawyers and try to come and slap us with a lawsuit. So just try to use their first name or like their initials. But anyway, so continue. I did not want to go to my 6th grade retreat. I was new to the school. I stuck out like a sore thumb and we had to go to the stupid retreat. I was terrified. So you talked to the lower school headmistress, Miss Jenny. That's what I call her, Miss Jenny. I don't want to use her first and last name. She was so nice, and y'all knew each other from Camp Hartner. And
high school.
From high school. Sorry, from high school.
She was my brother's age.
So she was basically like, "Well, Bob, we do need another boys chaperone." So
cabin counselor.
The cabin counselor. So I agreed to go because you would be there. Okay, so take it away.
I know you did, and that was the only thing that got you to go. But you apparently had a really good time once you got there.
I had an okay time. I was in a good bunk from what I remember. I think Miss Jenny was my bunk lady, whatever that's called. The
cabin counselor.
Cabin counselor.
Is that where you climbed on top of the
Mom wants to know if that's where I climbed on top of the pole. No, that was another camp. So anyways, tell me some tales about what you remember about that camp experience when we went back to your summer camp. When we went, it was in the 90s. I was 11 years old.
You mean when you went to that retreat?
All these church affiliations and all their retreats, it drives me crazy.
I'm talking about your 6th grade thing.
Yeah, the 6th grade one. The only thing I really remember is there was a dance one night and all the kids were like, kind of hooking up and yada, yada. And I think there was one guy who liked me. His first name was Paul. I know his last name. I don't remember anymore. And we were doing Cajun dancing and he wanted to Cajun dance with me. And I said, no, my dad's here and that would be disrespectful. So what happened at the camp? Because I know you had a boys' cabin. You got all the crazy boys. I do remember that. So try to not use their last names. I know it's hard.
I had your favorite friend Timocheese in my cabin, and he tried to sneak out during the night like had happened when I worked at church camp before, and I already knew the game. He tried to sneak out the back door of the cabin because we were in cabin 5, which had the lowest. The others had higher drop-offs. He'd had almost jump out, and he could just almost step out of that. It was the one closest to the lake on the boys' side.
So where do you think he was going, and how did you stop that little escapade?
I just went out the front door and went around toward the back and caught him by the back door.
And
He's
what did
probably trying to sneak out to go see somebody.
and
That
what
had happened before when I was a summer camp counselor. So
Yeah.
I knew that game.
did you scare him or?
I probably said, get your butt back in the cabin. Yeah.
Yeah. And what did he say to you?
He said, yes, sir. And he did it. Walked around the front with me and I didn't have any more problems with any of the rest of them.
Yeah.
The only other one, and it's sad now, that I really liked a lot was your friend from Plaquemine.
William.
I'm not mentioning the name.
You can mention his first name.
William.
Yeah.
Okay, since I went to his funeral with your buddy,
You could say Kyle. You could say that.
I'm trying to remember Kyle. Yeah, William was in the bed right next to mine, and he was the nicest kid in that entire cabin the entire time.
Yeah. Because he's a little Cajun guy, like Mama's family, Cajun.
Yeah,
I remember William and Kyle being like, I remember William and Kyle being like, Brooke, your dad is one hairy SOB. He's like a bear.
A lot of people always thought I had, and I always did have a lot of hair.
Yeah.
I would have been, if you were in 6th grade at age 12, I would have been
11. I was
at
11.
11, I would have been 41 or 42.
So you would have been not that much older than me. Wow.
31 years.
Wow, that's pretty scary. But about Timothy, like the thing is like we could joke all we want, but he bullied me because he was bullied himself probably, and now that like I'm older, I can like realize that, and I feel a little sorry for him,
Well, Timothy and I got along just fine after that, the first night when he tried that. After that, I had no more problems with him. He was fine.
I thought these tales were going to be a little bit more humorous today, but they're not.